Well, at the heart of all of this is a familiar word, really, Brexit. At the moment, imports coming from Australia face taxes or tariffs. But since Britain left the EU, the UK government has been trying to negotiate free trade agreements with countries like Australia that could reduce or even remove some of these tariffs entirely. And that is what has worried Welsh farmers, because they worry that if, as reported, an Australian trade deal was agreed that did remove tariffs on Australian beef and lamb, that could make it harder for Welsh farmers to compete with cheaper meat coming in from overseas. Now, that's something that the First Minister and Plaid Cymru politicians have raised concerns about today. But it's also something that some UK government cabinet ministers have raised concerns about too. I understand that the Environment Secretary, George Eustice, has raised concerns about trading away any UK farmers' interests. And one of the compromises that he's been suggesting is negotiating some kind of quotas, which would mean that Australian lamb and beef may be tariff-free, but only up to a certain point. Now, the Department for International Trade have insisted that any key trade deal wouldn't undercut UK farmers, but senior UK cabinet ministers are meeting to thrash out some of these issues tomorrow. And why I think it's a really key meeting to watch is it kind of encapsulates some of the key issues facing ministers about Brexit now. On the one hand, Brexit promised the possibility of negotiating these free trade agreements around the world. On the other hand, a lot of the rhetoric around Brexit was about protecting British produce and championing it. So now the question for ministers is, can they do one of those things without sacrificing the other?
OK, Ione, thank you. That was our Westminster correspondent, Ione Wells there.